Welcome to the English Mood Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Mood Podcast, your calm and friendly space to improve your English through real and meaningful listening. I'm Nora, and I'm really happy you're here with me today. Today's episode is about something that almost everyone struggles with, something that feels simple on the surface, but actually goes very deep. We're talking about time, or more specifically, how we use it, how we lose it, and why so many of us feel like we never have enough of it. Because if you really think about it, we live in one of the most advanced times in human history. Everything is faster. Everything is easier. We can order food in minutes. We can send messages instantly. We can learn anything online. We have tools, apps, reminders, calendars, all designed to save time. And yet so many people feel tired, rushed, behind. And maybe you feel that too sometimes. You finish your day and think, I was busy, but what did I actually do? That feeling is more common than you think. Let's start with a simple but powerful idea. Your day doesn't really start in the morning. It starts the night before. Think about it. If your night is chaotic, too much scrolling, too many thoughts, too much stimulation, your mind never really rests. Your body might go to sleep, but your brain is still running. And then morning comes. You wake up already tired, already overwhelmed, already behind. And then you blame the morning. But the morning is just the result. So maybe instead of asking, how can I have a better morning? A better question is, how can I have a calmer ending to my day? Even something small can help. Turning off your phone 20 minutes earlier. Sitting in silence for a few minutes. Writing down your thoughts before bed. Because a gentle night creates a softer morning. Now let's talk about something that quietly steals your time every single day. Not in a big, dramatic way, but in small, almost invisible ways. I'm talking about attention. Your attention is one of the most valuable things you have. But most people treat it like it's unlimited. We check our phones constantly. We open apps without thinking. We scroll without purpose. 1 minute becomes 5. 5 becomes 20. And suddenly, time is gone. Not because of one big thing, but because of many tiny moments. This is how people lose time today. Not all at once, but little by little. And the tricky part is it feels harmless. It's just a quick check. It's just one video. But those just one moments add up. And they leave your mind feeling crowded. Too many thoughts. Too many inputs. Too much noise. So here's something simple to remember. Not everything deserves your attention. Some things inform you, but many things just distract you. And if you want more clarity in your life, you have to protect your mind from unnecessary noise. Now here's another quiet problem. Small unfinished tasks. You know those tiny things you keep delaying? A message you need to reply to. A form you need to fill. A call you need to make. Individually, they are small. But together, they become heavy. They sit in your mind. They follow you around. And they take up energy. This is something many people don't realize. It's not always big problems that create stress. Sometimes it's 5 small unfinished things. And the longer you delay them, the bigger they feel. So here's a simple idea. Close small loops quickly. If something takes 2 to 5 minutes, try to do it now, not later. Because later often becomes tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next week. And suddenly something tiny feels overwhelming. Peace often comes from finishing small things, not just big ones. Now let's talk about energy. Because this is where most people misunderstand time. They think, I just need more time. But that's not always true. Sometimes you don't need more time. You need more energy. Because 1 free hour means nothing if you are exhausted. If your mind is tired, if your body is drained, you can't use that time well. So the real question is not, how much time do I have? It is, what kind of energy do I have during that time? This changes everything. Because now you start to notice something important. Not all hours are equal. Some hours, you feel focused, clear, sharp. Other hours, you feel slow, distracted, tired. And that's normal. You're human. So instead of forcing yourself to be productive all the time, start working with your energy. Protect your best hours. Use them for your most important work. And allow your slower hours to be slower. Because fighting your natural rhythm only makes things harder. By the way, if you're enjoying this episode so far and it's helping you think differently about your time, take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really supports the podcast and helps more learners like you find these podcasts. Let's continue. Another important idea is this. Not every yes is good for your life. Sometimes we say yes too easily. To requests, to favors, to invitations. Because we want to be helpful. Because we don't want to disappoint people. Because saying no feels uncomfortable. But every time you say yes to something unnecessary, you are saying no to something important. Your rest. Your focus, your peace. And the problem is, time doesn't always disappear in a dramatic way. Sometimes it disappears politely, through small requests, small interruptions, small commitments. So you have to be careful, because your time matters, your energy matters, and it's okay to protect them. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a conscious person. Now let's talk about speed. Because modern life is very fast. Everything moves quickly. And when life moves too fast, you stop feeling it. Days blur together. Weeks disappear. You are always doing something, but rarely experiencing it. You eat quickly. You walk quickly. You even rest quickly. And then you wonder, where did the time go? But the truth is, time didn't disappear. It just wasn't fully felt. Because real life happens in the details. In slow moments. In quiet experiences. So sometimes, the solution is not to do more, but to slow down. Even a little. Take a slower walk. Eat one meal without your phone. Sit in silence for a few minutes. These moments seem small, but they reconnect you with your life. And this brings us to something very important. This is not about becoming a productivity machine. This is not about filling every hour with tasks. This is not about having a perfect routine. Because perfect routines don't exist. Real life is messy. Some days you feel motivated. Some days you feel tired. Some days go as planned. Some don't. And that's okay. The goal is not perfection. The goal is sustainability. a life you can actually live, a rhythm you can maintain, a routine that still works, even on a tired Tuesday. Because if your system only works when everything is perfect, it won't last. So be kind to yourself. Adjust when needed. Rest when needed. And remember, you are not a machine. Let's gently bring everything together. Making the most of your time is not about doing more. It's about losing less of yourself in the process. Less stress. Less noise. Less unnecessary pressure. And more presence. More awareness. More real moments. So if you take one idea from this episode, let it be simple. Just one small shift. Maybe tonight, you end your day more gently. Maybe you finish one small task. Maybe you say no once. Maybe you slow down for 10 minutes. That's enough. Real change doesn't come from big, dramatic actions. It comes from small, consistent ones. Before we finish, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing that quietly steals your time? And what is one small change you want to try after this episode? You can write a short answer in the comments. I read them and I truly enjoy seeing your thoughts. And if this episode helped you in any way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it too. Your support helps this podcast grow and helps more people learn English in a calm and meaningful way. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your energy, take care of your attention, and take care of your life. This was Nora, and you are listening to the English Mood Podcast. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.